Morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all ready for the market today. We're seeing a lot of activities on micro pennies. I do personally, as I mentioned in the channel, I don't really like micro pennies a lot, especially when you have to trade long. So, but I do see a lot of good setups. Like yesterday, we had CUSM. Well, few days. It's been a multi-day runner. CUSM. Um, you know, one of those. I think biotech, U.S. biotech, did a pretty good job. From I believe from last week Friday. Um, it was continuously on this trend line. Um, but so far it's faded out and a lot of dilutions happening. I'm not looking forward to this, but yesterday we had a really nice trade on OTIC, and we call it OTIC was really good. Also, sorry about that. Came back from a vacation, trying to catch up with all these setups. But so far, so it's been a slow quarter. Last quarter, I'm not expecting too much. I would say probably um, we'll see a lot of um, abnormal activities on across the micro pennies. Maybe for another week or so, and then hopefully we will get some actual I guess reasonable setups. Like in my criteria, I'm looking for $2 range. So, but so far so good. I mean, micro pennies are being relatively more active, more profitable. So yeah, I think I'm gonna watch MYO. I'm already made a trade earlier pre-market. I mean, we were still in the pre-market, but we're only 30 minutes off to the market open. So I will watch MYO. Still, I will watch OTIC. I don't know why I do have two of it here. And CUSM also. I mean, there's a lot of activities. I still see that a lot of volume has been, moved from CUSM to other pennies. But overall, there's a decent amount of volume on it still. I think it's 14 million so far this morning. I mean, if you check the top gainers, I'm gonna post the top gainers shortly into the channel. But so far on the top gainers, we have a lot of mainly micro pennies like CRBP today. I'm not sure. I think they have a PR. No. Oh well. Yeah. I don't see anything specific on this one, and also we do have I think VGFC higher float micro penny. CRBP also higher float. And I I do believe that COSM and OTIC was a lower float, and COSM as well, and MYO, which is number one gainer, it's on 6 million float. So for traded 4 million shares, decent amount of volume for the stock that has lower float like that. Nice, nice uptrend from 4 a.m. I mean, 7 a.m. I usually say 4 a.m. because of the Pacific time, but Eastern time, 7 a.m. So yeah, so far I'm looking forward to these these type of setups. It's not really a plus setup. I don't think you should really go big on these at all. I know a lot of you guys probably just starting, and you probably see some action on one stock and you want to um, you know build up a position and hold for a short term, or I don't know, long term, whatever. uh, just threw that mindset away, because what you should do purely on these stocks, just mainly focus on the day trade side of it. I don't think it's really worth keeping them for a very very long time. So I don't have any swing type of strategy on none of these. So personally, just trading them, and by the end of the day, I'll take my profit and I will be done. So if you guys have any question or any particular stock that you want me to look for and analyze it, just feel free to send it to the chat, and I'll look forward to it. So OTIC, MYO, and yeah, that's it for now. I mean, I'm looking for previous runner. Obviously, OTIC was a yesterday runner, and it's been we traded from 17. I traded personally from 17 cents, and went up to 23, 22. So I will look forward to see if there would be more on this. I see a lot of consolidation into the after hour yesterday and now. So far so good. 30 cents. Not a bad action for the stock like this, but you got to keep that in mind. These stocks tend to not really hold their gains. They're a bunch of unvalued, or there's no value in their companies, so they're just trying to pump their stock. Oops, I always have this problem with TD chart. So yeah, I think 34 cents. I see it on the 4 hours. There's a resistance up there. Also, yeah, decent amount of resistance here on the daily. Same. I mean, there's some room on OTIC still, but what's most important is the volume. If the volume keeps holding or we will see some fresh volume just coming in today, we might see more action on OTIC. So that's what I'm personally looking for. COSM was still in that 70 cents range. Try to hold that that area, but my opinion, I mean, the trend line crack, this one is on a downtrend line, so don't expect too much out of this, but who knows, they're probably gonna pump this again with this much volume. This yeah, 15 million so far. So yeah, a lot of activities. You still see what else we have. And today we do have some events coming up. I think GDP second estimate, which is not really important, and also yeah, not a whole lot. Yeah, 2 p.m. we have Fed's Beige Book, so I'm not sure what exactly is that, but I don't think today we're gonna have any major events or conference. So while you're pulling back, back to the VWAP range. So at this time, I won't be trading until the market open. I will post the top gainers right now. Yeah, on the day relative performance, we have crude oil up, as well as a lot of commodities, silver, and all that. They're on the they gained so much for the past few days. So that's also a good indicator to see how market continues. Yeah, $1 on MYO is a tough resistance, so we can see that also on 15. Actually, I think it was on, yeah, we do see that 99 cents or $1 range as an old resistance. Let's see if this is really gonna break through. I do think that they have and they don't have any major updates or PR, so don't want to sleep on this. Personally, I think if this VWAP cracks, we might see some parabolic move at the open, but if the direction if the direction change, we might see more of a downtrend crack. So not expecting too much out of this. Third touch up there, China's up there. Yeah, lots of. I don't like the days that we only have micro pennies. I don't like those days. Hopefully we get something in the range of, $5 at least. All right, so for see some action on CRBP, but I don't see much of a volume. I think CRBP. Let's see. It's been traded for 6 million shares so far. Not a whole lot. It is a higher float stock, so higher float stocks tend to be slower, but as you guys can see, spread is kind of huge in a way. I mean, spread is big considering the the micro penny stock. Yeah, so my main focus is still it's MYO. I don't see anything else. We yesterday we had Billy as a higher float stock, and also I think there are. Let's take a look. There are 6 billion market cap. Yeah, it's like one of those, good gaming China company. I don't necessarily see any trades on this. I mean, it's trading flat pretty much yesterday. Oh, this is today, sorry. And yesterday came out with the earning. Actually, they had earning. I think they beat their previous earning somehow. By only 5 cents. So, oh no, 10 cents. So, oh no, sorry, 1 cent, 5 cents. Yeah, it's pretty. It's very funny that when you look at all these, Chinese pump, they think that they really had a good earning on their fundamental side, but when you look at their technical, I mean, as a technical, the stock was tradable only into the pre-market yesterday, and yeah, right at the market open, and that's pretty much it. I mean, after market open, pretty much 1 p.m. Traded flat, so you don't want to trade this at all, but still, some pumps. I do think that this could be a really good short setup, maybe for a third day. Yeah, I will have this on my watch, see how this will plays out, but so far no volume. I don't like it. MYO bouncing off the VWAP. USM also pushing to 70. I mean, definitely they're gonna go to the 73 cents range, and then you might still see some downtrend on this and a lot of profit taking. So don't expect too much out of COSM. Let's see what else we had yesterday. One of our old plays was ONCS. I mean, I saw this yesterday. This one is also trading flat today. So yesterday you tried. Oh no, they actually pumped this back up to $4. That's a pretty nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, you see that my trend line right here. I was expecting this to break through that. Gotta adjust this actually, but that never happened. So, man, I kind of put this away. Didn't look at it after, into the power hour and after hour. I did a pretty good, pump, and then also a dilution right here into the after hour actually. Yeah, I'll keep on watching this on the side as a back pocket. Yeah, adjusted lines. Always make sure to adjust your lines. Yeah, could be a good candidate maybe for today if volume comes back at it. ONCS so far, yeah, it's on 300K. Not a whole lot. We also had, the best one was OTIC yesterday, and that's it. You only need one trade, and I keep telling you guys, don't sit around, try to make something out of all these, stocks. Just focus on one, narrow down your focus, and focus on one or two, and that's it. By the end of the day, that's how you become consistent. That's how you can really level up. Unless if you're addicted to or over trading, I would suggest you to check over the doctor, because that's very dangerous. You don't want to do that. Just keep over trading or keep trading. That's not the right way to do it. So yeah, just one or two setups on a day. I think I mentioned that many times. One or two trades on a day. Make sure trading, you make enough trading for a day, so you don't have to really worry about it. I mean, even if you're not trading a good stock, or you're not trading all right, you just have to stick to your plan, stick to that rule, so you don't have to really keep losing if you're losing on those two trades. So MYO is still struggling in that, break through that channel again. So that kind of become a resistance so far. If this VWAP crowd, we might see 84 cents, in my opinion. And that's when I have to adjust my trend lines. All right, 15 minutes to the market open. Yeah, see some spike activity on ONCS. Yeah, I see that 200,000 share just pumped back at it. That's very interesting. Huge order just came in. It's very huge volume spike on ONCS. Just scalp this part. Yeah, just scalp that candle. That was a very quick one before market open. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a water break and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. 5 minutes to the market open. Let's get ready. Sorry about that. Had a really bad cough for the past few days. Not sure why. Yeah, ONCS try to keep that volume higher as expected. So far, 900,000 shares traded. So I do see that they try to pump this back above their previous high. Well, in this case, I think they're gonna only pump this to the range of 4. A lot of resistance in that area. Still watching this. MYO, like I mentioned, after VWAP cracks, probably gonna go back to 84 and still holding that range. So let's see if there will be any, pump back or dip buyers at that 84 cents. But keep that in mind. First 5 minutes of the market, there's always a unclear direction, a lot of parabolic movements. So I don't suggest you guys trade between 9 to 9:36. Generally, I don't do that. I want to see a clear direction, and then I can find a setup to make my own plan on it. So keep that in mind. I see a lot of sellers on MYO. You guys can see the orders, how many times and sells. And level 2 shows pretty much nothing on an ask. Let's see how it goes for market open. 2 minutes to the market open. So my main watch are, watch this actually. Let's have a good day. Also, ONCS came out with the price offering, public offering of 1 million shares. Interesting. See MYO's activity try to perk back up. All right, market is open. Perk back above VWAP. So let's see how this will plays out. Once again, I'm not trading in the first 5 minutes. If there is no setup, I won't even trade. So, watching ONCS for a possible red to green. Bigger pullback on MYO. Yeah, it looks like doesn't really hold up that much, so we're still a number one gainer. I mean, our number one gainers are 37%, so that's not a huge percentage. Yeah, make sure to always, be very selective on your stocks and don't really go with the plan of, average down or bag holding or sizing up. Yeah, that's very dangerous in this market condition, so you don't want to really do that. Oops. Put the limit order, I believe, yeah. So trying to, scalp this 200 EMA. XPEV. Right, nice push on XPEV right there. Not sure why is there pumping. Okay. There's the report earning. Yeah. The stock is already up there, so don't try to FOMO trade it or how much on the volume side. XPV. Don't see a lot of there's the 968. Also see that 946. Always do your chart, make sure that you have your support and resistance set up. And 960, no, sorry, 9.67. It's kind of like a max. Yeah, I don't see anything after that. Volume so far is 17 million. Yeah, MYO, it's not having it. Let's That is very interesting. Yeah, ONCS not holding its gain, obviously. XPV. Great short setup. It's also ETB. Billy's pushing higher. Yeah, MYOs wasn't the stock that you want to sit on it. OTIC still looking good. Billy at 17. Probably gonna short the scalp. As expected, you know, the first 5 minutes is always the madness, so just be careful when you're trading these, you know, micro pennies or pennies. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The MYO didn't really hold its gain. So far is at if 78. Billy. I'm focusing on Billy right now on the short side. I don't see any new buyers on this, I think. Let's see. OTIC is still solid. You're still in that uptrend channel. If you adjust your channel, you can see that. Oops. XPV. Bottoms out. SPY is dropping. XPV looking kind of setting up, but let's see. Probably gonna be a lot of fake outs. I see some trade taking place. OTIC still looking good. MYO trying to get back above 80 cents. Let's see if this 200 EMA is really gonna break through, but the volume is just, it's kind of gone. Yeah, it's a huge. Yeah, XPV trying to, hold that 9, break through that 928. I think above 923 would be nice, if possible, to break through the new high. But from here, it's between support and resistance. You don't want to trade between support and resistance. And probably a lot of fake out taking place. Be cautious. Billy's back below VWAP. I'm shorting this Billy. Looking better. XPV trying to break through that, but it's still not. I don't see any confirmation yet. You gotta make sure that all the time. It's Billy, I cover most of my shares, and there we go. Yeah, a lot of activity today. That's insane. These volumes. Look at the SPY. It's just it's very nice. OTIC's pulling back as expected. Stock has been running so much, but I still see much higher on OTIC. But it's micro penny. Don't wanna send my wishes to micro pennies. I'd rather to send them to much more reliable stocks. XPV trying to pull back. True. Yeah, that dip buy on MYO is really good. I had to adjust my position, and so far looking better. Yeah, so my main watches are Billy, MYO still, and XPV, and also OTIC. But I do expect three of them at least pull back, and one of them will be the winner of the day. Yeah, if MYU's push back above VWAP, be nice. Let's adjust our trend lines. Decent this kind of form. Yeah, so the VWAP is the key area. I don't expect this to hold anything below VWAP, but if the volume keeps on pushing like this, possibly go back above. XPV trying to break that 26. No, there's Pompey. Action breaking above that 26 now. Yeah, it's a resistance right there. You guys see that 26 is still trying to fight there. So now needs to, build that 26 as a support, which pretty much are doing it right now. And the new high is very possible. But I see the top tick right here. So be cautious. I don't personally trading this. I think it's already ran. 96 and 9.68 is the next. It's really breakthrough. Some good scalp. See a big push right there. A lot of trade on that candle. CRBP also back. Yeah, not on a really big volume. 3 million. XPV trying. We have a decent amount of stock today, actually. I mean, it's not a boarding day anymore. Billy struggling to break through that 17. If that 17 breakthrough, you might see, oh, it's gonna be a huge gap on this actually. Wonder if there would be any short to squeeze on this. I'm already out of the short. I just scalped. Yeah, I think there's a huge gap. There's 19 right here. But that would happen only if there would be some, new volume just kicking in. Otherwise, I don't think this will hold that 17. Probably like 17.10, 17.15. XPV still struggling at 940 break. And we shall see how this goes. MYO as expected. Now we're looking for this descending setup. This pattern needs to kind of shaped up. Tick trying. Let's see what's up with the mega caps. Tesla is up. Amazon. Yeah, looking very looking very cheap. Amazon share prices. And a long swing GEO. Still have Manu as well. GEO is still looking amazing. If you guys have it from our call, congrats. Billy's breaking through. And now we're expecting that gap to fill. There we go. Our Manu's pulling back. 22. That was the previous high. As I mentioned in the previous on our Sunday weekly session, I'm expecting to see a pullback on Manu and then looking forward to build a position on it for the swing. Really a lot of resistance. Let's see. Spy's pulling back. PTS halted up. Not seeing any news. Baltic is still good. Baltic is really amazing actually. Wow, that volume just kicked in. It's actually a really nice push. Baltic, still in this uptrend channel. Very beautiful. I have no position on OTIC anymore. Yesterday, I only traded yesterday. Not today. Oops. What else we have? And finally, XPV break through that new high. Expect some sort of resistance. 950 break. We will probably see higher. Well, let's see, 48, a lot of ask. 950 now, natural resistance. Lots of resistance at 950. See if that. Let's see if that 940 will be the new support. Just a scalp that. CUSM. Yep, it's over. CUSM, it's gone. MYO now it needs to, setting up for another flag and break through that uptrend. XPV. Really nice push. Lots of activities today. Alrighty. 60. XPV was a good setup. So yeah, 967 next. And have this 1000 EMA obviously. Looking good. Old rat pumping up again. Edge KD. Please be cautious on these type of low volume spready stocks. So you don't want to stock in it. CRP. Yeah, a lot of I would say a lot of B plus setup. As I mentioned, Billy has a gap. At this point, it's really possible to 19, maybe by end of today. All right, team. I'm gonna take a restroom break. I'll be back. All right. Billy's looking good. MYO trying to break that channel. Yeah, 84 is a good area to kind of break through and have a VWAP roll. As you guys probably seen, the orange line is my VWAP. Oh, huge drop on SPY. So what happened there? Drop on SPY. XPV still grinding. Possible 10 at this point. Still above that channel. Let's see. Yeah, I was expecting this to kind of go that way. If that 940 breakthrough. And MYO trying that 84 cents. Now we're looking for that V pullback on the 84 and then possible push. Yeah, I don't see anything else except these four. Alrighty. It's just one of those days that you sometimes realize that the best trade is no trades. However, I did trade on scalp MYO and Billy short. And that's it pretty much. I also scalp ONCS, I believe. Or let's take a look at ONCS. Die down. Couldn't really break through the red to green line. No volume. And we have better candidates than ONCS at this point. SATX, old runner, old rats on a low volume. Not doing too much. Boutique. Still really good. So now you guys can see that MYO couldn't really pull back and bounce to the VWAP and have this, better or bigger run to 90 at least, or 89. It just failed to the break of VWAP. That's why you always have to make sure, your areas are very good points. XPV. Nothing else. Yeah, Billy's still grinding. I mean, it's been a good looking stock for the past few days. As I expected, I think this will definitely go higher than 18 if 18 break, because I don't see much of resistance still. Let's take a look again. Yeah, only see this one. It's 19.4. Well, technically 80, 50, 1870. But I mean, above that, it's pretty higher gap towards 200. But you never know. Don't really slip on it. Don't expect these stocks are going to hold their gains. Let's take a look at their dilution filing. Billy. No, I don't see any offering at this point. Yeah. They tend to be really good fundamentally, but it's just, it's a Chinese company, so I don't really trust them. I will not trust them at all. So just day trade them and enjoy that. MYO is breaking through very nicely. Missed that entry point. But let's see. Let's see if there would be a bigger push at 90 cents. 90 is a high. 89 is a tough resistance. XPV is not pulling back yet. Still in the upper resistance. MYO trying. Oops. Yeah, not a whole lot. XPV possible. Kind of pull back a little bit here. Lots of trades taking place on XPV still. Yeah, good amount of volume, 52 million. Not bad for this market condition. I mean, we haven't seen much more, active stocks like this for a while. So that is interesting. $10 is possible at this point, but just be cautious on those, orders that are coming through, and it could be a really healthy pullback. MYO is breaking through. That's unfortunate. I really didn't trade the dip after this descending. If you took it, congrats. It's a really nice push. Take your profit at this area, because you don't want to really see these things to have a week again, and huge pullback possible on this XPV. to go back lower now at this point. I took a small short on XPV at 9.87. So I'm probably gonna just scalp this to the new support. Take partial right now. That was a nice pullback as I expected. So let's see if this 968 is gonna crack and get down below the yellow line, trend line, upper trend line. Look at the broader, broad market. You can see that there are not so much going on actually. I mean, on the bigger cap stocks like Tesla and Amazon, you only see much, like 1% or 1%, yeah, 1%, only 1% gains. So, I mean, that's not bad for this market condition. Facebook is up, aka Facebook. I mean, Meta, aka Facebook. Apple is up also, but not as much as Tesla and Amazon. So, yeah, still in a good range. XPV trying to build that support at 968. Still have some shares on the short side, but I won't let this to really go above my average. MYO. Wow. That's a really nice push right there. Never mind. We might see a new high on MYO at this point. XPV also pushing. Pushing that 87. Yeah, I'm all out of XPV for just a small profit. That's it, $10. Yeah, here's the thing. You guys always have to adapt yourself to the market condition, whatever happens. I mean, we're seeing a lot of activities today. So, what makes it different than other days? If you stick to one strategy and that strategy doesn't work for a short period of time, you should consider changing your strategy and adapt yourself with the new market conditions. So these are the stuff that a trader should know. Otherwise, you still using the old strategy and playing the same stuff over and over. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as long as if it's working. If not, you have to adjust. You have to make sure that new strategy is solid. I look at the 1 minute chart only during the intraday, and 5 minutes usually for after hour, well, not after hour, like a power hour, lunch hour. It tends to be better um, when you look at the 5 minutes um, into the afternoon. But I personally like 1 minute for market open, pre-market as well, because there's a lot of movements happening in the 1 minute. So you want to always look 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 at. Billy is pulling back. Yeah, this is one of those days that kind of missed out on my entries. But so far so good, I'm happy with this market activities. I miss this activities a lot. I mean, we're just seeing paint dry every day. Only like few stocks are running. Well, that's really good to see. At least some good activities today. Except a few days ago we had, I had a really good trade on Poly. That was the best. I think that was the best trade I had for the month of November. And also today's last day of the month. So I think people probably just going to, pump their position. And for the afternoon, they're probably gonna take the majority of their profits or whatever and get ready for the fresh December. I mean, new months. So these are all this stuff that you should always know that. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if you prefer to watch 5 minutes, there's nothing wrong with it. You can also watch the 5. You can also put, two. I do suggest people to put, 1 minute chart and 5 minute chart next to each other. So that way you have a better understanding of a longer time frame. But what I do mainly when I'm on the stock with the plan of just scalping it, I don't need 5 minutes. I really need 1 minute. So I hope that really helps you. Yeah, XPV is really nice. I was expecting this to hold that upper channel. NY also failed to break to the new high. Kind of expected that. Like I said, micro pennies are not here to hold their gains. Don't really rely on them forever. Unless if you have a really small projection, like a few days or one day, that's it. I miss trading is Tesla. Tesla, the most dangerous stock out of all, and most profitable, obviously. Pulling back XPV at 1022. A lot of resistance there. I mean, build up a resistance. So you always have to update your chart, make sure that your lines are on track so you don't miss anything. These are the stuff that you really need to do in order to kind of build your plan based on those, and that gives you more confident, more uh, positive outcome. Like I said, it's just it's better for you in your in your trading world. If you don't have your line, if you don't have your channel, you are basically trading on 40%, and that another 40% is your, I mean, you want to trade 80% of your plan. So losing on the 80% plan is better than losing on a 40% plan. So what that means is you always want to prepare some sort of recipe before taking position or anything. So whatever happens after that, if your plan went wrong, it didn't go as it should be, you're not gonna be sorry about it. You're just gonna learn from it and then move on to the next one, and make sure that you better prepare for your next plan. So keep that in mind. XPV, I'll see that a lot of profit taking place in shorts, obviously. Let's see how much short are available on this. I mean, it's a higher float stock, 640 million shares float. It's also a Chinese company. Keep that in mind. I'm not really against Chinese companies, but they're 80%, 90% are scam. So I have no interest to invest in them unless if there's something that really different or involving some sort of with the US companies. Share floats, and then I don't well, on the short side, all the data that you can get is from Finviz. If you guys use Finviz, you can see what exactly the stock is up to. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Finviz is the best sort for me to look at the stock. I mean, I do suggest you guys always look on Finviz. So side ownership is 1%. See, this is a share float, 640 million. I'm not sure why I cannot see the short interest. Oh, there we go. The short float as well is 5.59. Not a lot of shorts on this yet. Well, I mean, this is in real-time data, so and also I don't suggest, if you want to learn how to short, I don't suggest to short anything that is on earning. If they have earning, they don't want these things to really go down, at least for the first day. Second day, it's always better. So these are the stuff I always teach in my private session. If you guys interested, book me a call. So I'll help you out how to really find those time frame and find those entry points. So XPV, you should always look at your times and sell as well to see what exactly what size are trading at the moment. So you want to make sure to see that, so that gives you a better understanding of the stock. Billy trading sideways at this point. I mean, missed out on this, top entry point. I wasn't expecting this to pull back here. At least there was some room to 18, so huge pullback on that. And that ascending really build up. Oops. You kind of see that. MYO is not, yeah. I really expect this to really pull back like that. But it is what it is. Sometimes it's better when you see these, you missed out on those entry point, and then you see that the stock pull back and it's not gonna make it. It's just kind of a good feeling to see that. Billy's cracking that VWAP. NXPV. So at this point, I think we might see another push and a fake out. I mean, what I'm saying is a pullback, support dip, push, fake out, and pullback. So, but stock is still number one gainer. I think it's, oh no, it's not number one gainer, but it's up there. And there's a lot of volume actually. 70 million so far traded on XPV. I mean, that's a decent amount of volume in this market condition. I only saw that volume on Poly a few days ago, and we had it, and nothing else. So XPV is still trying. Ascending wedge need to really set up, so we're looking for that right now. Let that ascending form for a possible short entry. I'm looking for that. If not, I'm not gonna even touch this for today. Like I said, one of the criteria that I do follow for my rules, I don't short the stocks that are on the earnings. So it tends to be, very risky. All right. Tesla's pushing. It's interesting. Is there any major news? I think the recent news on Tesla was Elon Musk having some rival. Well, it's not considered as a Tesla news, but it definitely affect on the stock. Elon Musk has some argument with Apple regarding their Twitter app. So I mean, whatever happens right now with the private company Twitter, it really affects a public company, Tesla. So people see Tesla as Elon Musk, which is kind of a problem. I mean, he definitely did so much contribution by building just this company, but it doesn't necessarily means that the company really relies on him forever. So you gotta, people needs to be more, investor also needs to be smarter on their decisions. So I mean, these days, if he talks, everyone's gonna react to his conversations, no matter what it is. Yeah, we're living in a sad world right now with all these stuff that are happening, but it all it all goes away one day. So, and we're back on track. So XPV, setting up for that ascending. I'm taking a starter position right here. See how it goes. Not gonna go too crazy. Just a small. CRBP also was a good one on a low volume. Really. Yeah. Not the type of setup I like it, but it's up 71%. So whoever has a patient trading lower volume and watching paint dry, congrats. But me personally, like to see volatility. If there's no volatility, I don't like to waste my time on it, unless if there's a really good news and good stock, or as a slow grinder, and it's considered as a kind of conservative play than just more riskier plays. So Billy, yeah, so unfortunate that I missed that short entry on that. XPV. Let's see how these upper week's gonna hold up. Doesn't look too good. Yeah, well, let's see. There's always a unknown buyers somewhere to pump these. It's not kind of holding. See that 8,000 shares taking place, but let's see if this $10 will hold. NYO is still trying again. So now is the time to adjust our line on NYO. Yeah, there's descending. I want to see that, VWAP holds and have a VWAP roll. All right, team. It's almost 10:35. So I'm gonna call it here, but I do still like MYO XPV for a day, and I will watch Billy and the rest of them. So if you guys have any question, just message me on Telegram or email the support, or you guys can also book me a call through the website. We can jump on the call. I'll take care, team. Have a great rest of your trading day, and be careful, don't overtrade, and enjoy. Talk to you guys tomorrow.